today when we go over our vowels, we're gonna give their short sound first.
Meet Max Venia, a dedicated teacher at Riverside Elementary in Toledo, Ohio. He spent last year igniting a love for science in 4th and 5th graders. This school year brought a new challenge for Mr. Venia. He was asked to step up and fill a staffing gap in 2nd grade. One of the most significant parts of teaching 2nd grade is helping young students learn to read.
We're over here in 4, so just write it next to sloth, okay?
A task that requires patience, creativity, and instructional expertise. But Mr. Venia's personal experience with learning to read was one of struggle and anxiety.
Being a struggling reader, reading was nowhere near my favorite thing to do. It was a struggle and a fight to read as a kid. So I grew up with ADHD and dyslexia. Reading was definitely not my strong suit growing up, and I definitely did not like it at all, to say the least.
Even though reading was tough for him, Mr. Venia is determined to give his students the support he wishes he had growing up.
Teaching has shifted my view on reading a lot, actually. I think when we grow up and we learn how to read, we forget all that goes into it and the rules and all those things. And then coming back as a teacher, you have to almost reteach yourself the rules again.
By using evidence-based tools provided by Riverside and guidance from reading coach Carla Stanford, Mr. Venia is bringing structured literacy strategies into his classroom.
T-H.
Before diving into teaching, Mr. Venia and Ms. Stanford get together to review student work and create tailored lesson plans.
Which is all really interesting that they added at the beginning and end of the word.
I agree, the beginning and the end. So we can work on some phonemic awareness, like tapping on that.
Yeah.
They then team up in the classroom, with Ms. Stanford offering support to Mr. Venia throughout.
Give me a thumbs up, my friend. Good job. Oh, okay, 2nd grade, so Miss Carla came back to join us again today, so we are gonna get to co-teach again for you guys today. And the really cool thing is that I actually get to learn while you guys get to learn. When she handed over the deck to me, that was a little nerve-wracking because it was kind of like finally like her passing off the baton to me. So that was a little like, I could feel like my heart was like racing. I was like, oh man, like here we go, like this is all me now, like don't mess it up, don't mess it up, don't mess it up. That's all I kept repeating to myself in my head. So the steps through dictation of saying the word, the kids repeating it, then tapping it, then writing it, then correcting it. I kept forgetting tapping it in my head, even though I tap with my kids all the time. For some reason, there was just, that was like, so I remember like looking to her like for help, like, and then her being like, to tap them out. Thick. Okay, tap it out, tappers up. Thick.
After their teaching time together, Mr. Venia and Ms. Stanford review the students' progress and map out next steps.
And that's kind of the tricky part. Like you're doing it, you're listening, you're watching, you're making sounds, and when kids make mistakes, you like take that moment, and we did that and corrected it.
Our coaching sessions were really insightful because after our first lesson that we taught, we kind of debriefed down and saw where some students were struggling, so we completely changed the lesson for day 2. It's just interesting how they did the same mistake on each word, so like putting in what looks like an L in for math, and then path, they also put the L. I feel like there's so much more that I need to learn as a teacher, and she has really opened the door into reading for me. To get more comfortable with these strategies and implementing them in my classroom is just gonna be repetition.
If you always run the lesson the same way, then they're like, oh, I know what Mr. V is doing, so now I can use all my energy on thinking about the pattern he's teaching me.
Path. 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 Okay.
Right here, spell out loud with Mr. V.
P-A-T-H.
And read it back. Good.
Path. There we go.
You did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
And they did a great job. The first one, you gave them a little more scaffolding, and on the second one, you kind of backed off, and that's exactly what you should do through the week, through the words. You know, you give them a lot of help as they need it, and then as they don't need it, you give them the opportunity to really do the heavy lifting.
So teaching reading is never going to be perfect, and no one has ever done it perfectly. There's so many different strategies and styles that go into it, and different rules. But I can say that now, with Carla's help and the strategies that she's given me to add to my toolkit, I can be a better teacher for my students in teaching reading.
You have modeled what we all need to be as teachers, as constant learners, so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Okay, now I'm gonna give him a hug.
Reading Universe is made possible by generous support from Jim and Donna Barksdale, the American Federation of Teachers, the Emily Hall Tremaine Foundation, and 3 anonymous donors. Special thanks to the Toledo Federation of Teachers, Riverside Elementary School, and Toledo Public Schools in Toledo, Ohio. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Are You Teaching? Reading Universe is a service of WETA Washington, D.C., the Barksdale Reading Institute, and First Book.
I'm Max Venia, and this is Reading Universe.